After a long time, I'm coming back and doing a live. It's been several months since I've done a live. So, welcome to my live if you're going to join me tonight. I'm going to do this Go Jump in the Lake transfer on a hanging banner, and I'm going to use Chalkology ink. And I'm going to show you the whole process to do that. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, so here's our transfer. Where the green is on this transfer, including the letters, the ink is not going to stick to our surface. So every place you see this teal green color in the letter and around, that'll stay whatever the color of the background is. And in this case, our hanging canvas banner. This is the 15 by 23 inch. So I'm going to prep this. All right, so this is how we prep it. I did not iron this ahead of time, but sometimes people like to, since it's all rolled up, iron it, make it nice and flat. These are the hanging bars. They're magnetic. And the twine that I took off is part of the hanging system. So all this part, I'm going to set off to the side for later. I don't need that. Okay, let me move my transfer over. So here's my banner. Doesn't matter. There's no right side up or wrong side up. So I'm going to take my ink mat, and this has one of those. It's sticky, so it has a little clear plastic top. I'm going to take this part off and save it to put back on after I'm done. All right, so if I'm using a pillowcase, I would stick this inside the pillowcase or inside of a t-shirt to ink on it so that my ink doesn't bleed through from the front to the back. So this is going to prevent any bleed through. I'm going to go ahead and stick our banner down. And it is really super sticky because it's a brand new ink mat. Brand spanking new. All right, so let me get this as best as possible. Get all these wrinkles to flatten on the sticky part. That way the ink will stick to it better. Okay, we got that bar. Might have to move it up. I'm thinking, hold on, now that I did all that, thinking somewhere around here is good. Couple inches at the top and the bottom so that that wooden magnetic bar that holds it, you can wrap it in between those. There, good. So here we are. All right, so now I'm going to rotate this, and hopefully I can get it to where you can see most of what I'm working on, minus all my junk on the side. Okay, so now we're going to stick the transfer down. So our transfers are made out of like a plastic fabric, and one side is sticky. So I'm going to peel my stick side off of my backer sheet and save this backer sheet for putting it back on because these are reusable. So that's what's so great about it. They're reusable. And believe me, this is a popular transfer, so it's going to be used over. Okay, get it kind of lined up here. Now, I'm going to use my hand to smooth this canvas. Our transfers are heat sensitive and pressure sensitive. So the warmth from my hands and the pressure that I'm putting on it makes it work better. So it's going to stick to this fabric a little bit better. Get all the way to my oar. So I thought that I had all my inks ready to go and noticed that I did not have a brown ink to do this oar. So I'm going to mix up some brown. I'm going to create my brown. All right, so we're ready here. Put this sideways here to fit. Okay, so I have we have color trays. They come in a 24 pack, and they're great for putting your ink and chalk paste in if you want to kind of measure out for like a home party or even just for you inking or chalking. They're great and they're reusable because you can wash them out. So I'm going to make my brown in this little color tray. How do you make brown? Well, you can use the primary colors, red, yellow, blue. That works. Let me see which one of my blues are open. This one looks open. Okay. And you'll need a stir stick for the colors you're using. So I got 3 here. So stir your colors. And you can start how you want to. If you want to start with the blue and red and make like a violet. And then add yellow to it until it's the right brown you want. You can do it that way. Or I think I want another one of these out to stick my stir stick on. A little rest thing. So you can make purple and add yellow to it, or you can make green and add red to it. So I'm going to mix my red and blue together first and make like a violet color, and then add yellow. That's kind of my foolproof way. Stir this up good. I think we need a little bit more red. It's kind of blue violet right now. I'm getting it all over. Where is my, there we go. Need to get more red, so let's try that. You can use a squeegee to mix this up too if you have one handy. I'm just using the stir sticks because it works for me. Oh my gosh. So just got back from Chalk. It is a chalk convention that we have every year. I've never gone to the actual face-to-face Chalk Con because the very first one was last year. But due to COVID-19 this year, we did viewing parties, and I went to my sister's house for a viewing party for ChalkCon and met a whole bunch of other chalkers in our business, and we got to hang out for the weekend. And learn all about the new stuff that is coming out this year and different um, techniques for how to run your business. So I got to see how to do chalk videos on Instagram, on TikTok. I on TikTok and Instagram. That's Classy Chalking, just like my Facebook name. Okay, I am not getting a very good brown yet. So I think this mixing of colors is taking a little bit longer than I expected, but we're okay with it right now. I might have to scratch this batch and start with my violet color because I think it's way closer to my end result, what I want. Let me try that. That's okay. I have 24 color trays, so I have 24 options on it since it has a lot more red in it. And then we're going to add the yellow to that. That's turning way faster than the other one was. We're just trying to get a wood brownie kind of color for our ore. And I did not grab brownie. Came over. Yeah, was on my part. We'll get there. We'll get there, even though I'm getting ink all over. So let's see where we're at. We're getting there. Getting a little bit of like a cocoa color, which might be all I need to do. Okay. Set that aside. Set this aside and close these eight. Okay, so back to our transfer so that we can go into inking. My hand clean here. Always make sure your fingers and thumbs don't have a bunch of paste or ink on it. Otherwise, you're going to get it all over everything. That looks good. Okay. All right, so the tricky part of this sign is you got to make sure your transfer is on good. Like I said, the warmth from your hand and the pressure helps to seal it down. All right, let's go ahead and do this ore first. Oops. Andrew, can you unplug my cell phone over there by you and bring it to me? Forgot to share this into my group after I went live. I just want to do that real quick so my VIP group people can see. All right, keep finding spots on me with ink. Thanks, honey. All right. Let me real quick go in and share this live so that I can find me. Pardon me for this. I usually don't grab my phone while I'm on a video, but I want to make sure casting into my group. Okay, hopefully that went. Okay, so back to brown for this oar that we're doing. I'm using a squeegee, and my squeegee has an angled edge on it. That is the edge that you want to scoop up chalk paste or ink with. And then I'm going to, with ink, you just want to make sure you cover what I call the white area, which is either your board or your, in this case, I'm using a banner. You just want to make sure you've covered it. And then you can get the excess off. All right, there's the brown. Okay, we're done with that color. All right, now I don't have to worry about like the speed at which I put the ink on this because it's not going to dry out like a chalk paste. It's going to dry very quickly. This will not do that. All right, so on this area, I'm going to be using Tide and again, or the Cadet Star Blue. And I'm just going to try to do the bottom of each of these letters many times as you want to smooth it out as you want. Okay, so I am going to do probably a couple different directions here. Okay, now I want to do the next color. The next color is going to be the Tide. It needs a stir. It needs a bit of a stir. Okay. It's kind of a bluish greenish color. Stick this down again. Got a little bit of a... Okay, so now I'm going to come down towards this blue. All the way across. And my idea here is to then take my finger, get it a little bit wet, just a little, and then I want to rub the two colors where they meet together with my finger and this little bit of water to kind of blend it, make it look like it's fading into this other color. So and then once we got that, we're at our couture teal, and now we're going to come through the top of this word. Make sure I'm stuck down here. All right, so I'm going to go from the top to the bottom again, making sure I cover real good, and then we will do the blending again. And now we're going to blend the Tide and the teal. A little bit of water. to make that fade. Get enough right there. It's okay. You can get a little water on your finger. You can get a little bit of ink, whatever's going to work to blend that. Okay, now let me set this color aside. Now we're going back to our beginning color, our blue, our cadet blue. Real quick, get this off my hands. All right, so going back to blue, we're going to do this whole top part in the cadet. Let me smooth that back out. Okay. If you're just watching me for the first time, you can jump on and comment. I can see my feed and I'll answer whatever questions you have. Getting there. Now, you don't have to necessarily go top to bottom. You can go any direction. With ink, it's a lot easier to just take your time from the beginning because, like I said, it doesn't dry fast until you heat the end of this video. Definitely want to use your squeegee at a 90-degree angle, kind of straight up and down. That helps. It gives the right amount of pressure for the ink to go through the transfer. It's kind of like a little silk screen in here, and you need to, the squeegee up and down helps that ink go through the screen. Okay. All right, let me rinse my hand off here. Okay, so all these tools, so you don't have to worry about this ink being super duper hard to work with because it's water soluble, so you can wash everything in water. All the squeegees, your transfer, all of it will come clean with cool water. So next step, we're gonna take our transfer off. Ta-da! All right, I'm gonna fold this non-sticky side against non-sticky side, so I can put it in my water bath over here so that I can get that ink soaking off of that. And while that's going on, let me grab my other okay, can't find my other towel, must have fallen on the floor. Let's see it. This cloth is getting beyond. All right, so now I'm going to peel this off of my sticky backing, and hopefully I don't take all my tools with me. Okay, so that sticky backing can also go get washed off with water. So let me close my inks. And then basically the next step is if you are lucky enough to have a Cricut heat press, you can set that to 300 degrees. And what I do is, and I have to grab one because I forgot to grab one to put over here, but you're going to grab parchment paper, not wax paper, but parchment paper, and you're going to be able to use it as a buffer between your iron and this canvas banner. So let me get everything set up for that. I gotta take my, I'm gonna take my self-healing mat out of here because it is not gonna stay very good. All right, so what I like to use, and you can use a rolled up towel, but I like to use one of these dish drying mats. That's a good buffer. Also, let me grab my parchment paper. Sorry to walk out of screen, but you can still hear me. Okay. So literally I'm just using a regular iron, regular parchment paper like you bake with. I'm going to grab an extra towel to let me grab a couple of these things out of there. Okay. Now, okay, so before while I let my iron heat up, I'm going to take my blow dryer and try to dry my letters just to the touch. So that it doesn't stick to my parchment paper too much. Okay, so I just want to go over everything. This will be loud. I just want to get this dry to the touch. And you'll see it go from shiny to like a matte finish on the letters. Hi, Diane. Diana, it's been so long, hasn't it? Yeah, my husband's telling me that I have like a 30-second delay, so He actually text before I did the comment. Okay, once packet has gone from shiny to looking like a matte finish, then we're ready. I feel like I gotta protect my table a little bit, so I'm gonna put this other towel underneath the dish drying cloth. These dish drying cloths are great for this. They're a little bit padded, so it's going to protect the surface of what you're doing. All right, let me check this iron. Got to set it to, so what I'm using is like a cotton. So I'm setting my iron to cotton. Like I said, if you have the Cricut heat press, 300 degrees, and then you do 30 seconds with the Cricut heat press, and you do that twice. I know. So, truth be told, I would not have taken a huge gap in doing my lives had it not been for a really good reason. So, I had a family member, very near and dear, that was sick, and I had to drop everything in my life at that moment, except for teaching. I still taught full time, but I dropped everything to be there. Okay, we're good. All right, so we're going to go with the same 30-second rule, and we're going to go over each section. I'm going to watch a little bit the timer so that I can move this. And then I just want to go over the whole thing. As long as you go over all parts of it for 1 minute, 60 seconds, they don't have to be all at the same time. Like, you can move your iron around. You got to be careful. A lot of people have moved from irons to Cricut heat press because it doesn't burn. They don't burn anything like the fabric or anything. And with an iron, everybody's iron is different and depends on what you set it at. So there's always a risk of getting it too hot or putting it on for too long. And so that's why I like to kind of move it around a little bit. Getting another one that I'm not seeing yet, Mike?
No, I think if you keep it really simple, you should not try to do the camera up here. Because I think then you wouldn't have trouble.
Oh.
If it's jumping around.
Is it?
Your
Okay.
voice is
All right. Thank you, producer Andy, for that little tidbit.
I don't know if you can
Thank you, Diana. Everything is good right now, but it was definitely a scary thing.
You probably don't want to mess with it. So you probably don't want to take that camera out.
No, I'll finish this live the way it is, and then if we need to adjust, we can do that later. Sorry, my husband is talking to me off screen, and producer Andy, I call him. Oh, yes, you're getting okay. Diana said, does your district have return plans for September yet? So we have a team doing that right now. That's a mixture of, our administrators, there's teachers, there's parents in it, and they're kind of trying to come up with a plan. My district is small. So with having a small district, my school's plans may look completely different than a bigger city like Kalamazoo or Portage Central or Portage Northern might look. So it's, I mean, I went to the last board meeting and listened to all the options that they put out. And I think I'm going to go one more time on this. I think that what they're doing is really they want to get a mixture of, we have Governor Whitmer. I listened to the whole news of the Department of Education for Michigan and what their ideas were going to look like. And so if it is left up to the district a little bit to kind of come up with what's best for them, then who knows what it's going to be. But I've heard a lot of things like if we do face to face or if we have to do virtual again. I prefer face to face. I miss my students. I miss teaching in my school. I don't think that Zoom meetings are nearly enough for the kids' development and education. So I'm really hoping we get to go back to some kind of face to face. Now, whether or not that looks like on 2 days, off 2 days, or something like that, I have seen that Toledo, Ohio today said that they would be returning to school. Now, I didn't hear this. This is hearsay because it came from a post online, but it said that they were going to be returning to school doing on 2 days, off 3 days. That makes me really sad to think that, but it's better than just just virtual. And I know that there are some parents that are just really uneasy about even doing any face-to-face education, and I understand that as a parent. I'm glad that my 3 kids are adults and all graduated so that it's not an issue for us right now to have to think about it. But yeah, it's a very scary situation. Okay, so what came with my banner were these wooden magnetic, they have like little metal discs and magnets in them. So this one with the holes in one side, that's the top. So I'm going to take those apart, and the twine that was wrapped around the outside of my banner is the hanging part. So you don't want to accidentally throw that away. Thanks, Diana. Yes, I love doing that blending technique where you do multiple colors and blend it with your finger where they meet to make it fade. I think that's a really cool technique. It's one of my favorites. And I should be completely honest that I stole that idea from my sister Sarah. Yeah, I know. Yes, I agree with the face to face thing. So Sarah did a banner for her front lawn for in her flower bed. My sister Sarah, you know who she is, right? She did one of these signs, and then I had a customer that really liked it and wanted to buy it. So I'm actually going to start selling my finished products. And this one is available. All right, so that works. All right, so this is going to be the top. Oops. Oop, I did not mean to grab that. All right. So now I'm just going to lay this evenly here across this. And that's how that goes. Now, the same thing at the bottom. And if you don't want a lot of the fabric to show, you can just tuck it in. This seam right here is a little bit thick, so at least that has to stick out, I think. I'm going to try it without that. All right, let's see what this looks like. So you can have just a little bit hang out, or you can have a lot like I did up here at the top. So I'm going to kind of pull this down a little, pull it through. Actually, that didn't work out very well. Let me try that again. To have minimal part stick out there. Here we go. That looks good. All right, so there we have the Go Jump in the Lake. If you get a chance to go back to the beginning of the video, I had to try to mix this brown because I forgot to grab brown from our workshop. Yes, your kids are adults, but your daughter works in childcare, and they have gone back with 7 kids per room and 3 staff. Oh my gosh, how scary. Oh, I don't like the idea of that. Okay, so 7 kids per room. I'm working on porch leaners right now. Porch. Oh, yes. I have a workshop coming up on Saturday, the 18th, and we're doing, okay, let me answer one question at a time. So I have a workshop on Saturday. It's for porch signs. We're calling them porch, what do we call them? Signposts. So we're doing the big letter welcome. And they have an option, my customers, of either just doing one flat board or a flat board that has a planter at the bottom of it that they can put flowers in. So that's going to be exciting and fun to do. I might make one myself, but we're doing that Saturday. Then you just finish sanding. I have to go to the workshop and stain, and then I have to assemble the planters. And I mean, obviously dry time and wait for one side to dry and then flip. I not only watched ChalkCon posters for the whole weekend, we were Friday, Saturday all day, and we watched it live on there. And that's my first ChalkCon experience. I've never gone, but I really want to go next year. And we were there with several of our team people, and that was fun to meet all those girls. We had a blast. It was so much fun. We're all exhausted, but it was so much fun. Hi, Bobby. Welcome to my live. You said you liked the one that my sister Sarah did that I showed the picture of. So anyway, so now I have hers here and I have this one. So anyway, yes, Bobby is the one that mentioned that she liked it and she would buy it. I don't know if you're still, well, so I'm going to start selling my, the things I make on my lives. So this is going to be the first thing. And you can message me if you're interested. That's fine. But gosh, I was just saying that, due to a family member being sick, I was off of doing live since December. And this is and then when I went to go back on and go live, live on Facebook was completely changed compared to what it was prior to the end of 2019. So I went in there and I had to play around and try to go live and figure it out and watch videos to learn how to do it. It didn't look the same. So I had to do it all from scratch again. But, oh, yours are double-sided, Diana. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. So you can do an autumn one and a Christmas one on the other side or something like that. That's a good idea for porch signs. Yeah. I cannot wait. Wednesday is the new catalog that we can start ordering from on Wednesday. And I heard pumpkin cutouts are coming back. So I want to order a bunch of those so that I can do a workshop in September for pumpkins. But I just ordered house cutouts for there's a couple of our really creative designers have taken the board and pillar stand and the house cutouts and some of the wooden tags that we have, mini tags, I guess they're called. And they took the wooden house and they hot glued a mini tag on the top of it. And they made like a roof for this house, and they made it look like a birdhouse. And then they used our house cutout patterns on it, and they took the board and pillar and they took that piece off, and they did home tweet home on that, and then they took the house with the tags that they hot glued and they put it on the pillar. It was so adorable. So we're going to be doing a workshop on the 31st of this month, and we're going to do that project. So I ordered a bunch of board and pillars and house cutouts to do that. So if you are local to Vicksburg, Michigan, and would like to come to one of my workshops and make some projects to have at your house, you can check me out on my page, or message me, or friend request me, whatever is your thing. Also, let me go. Also, while watching all these ChalkCon videos, I found a really cool thing on another way to do social media. Why is this acting like, where? What did I do? Okay, trying to pull up another thing, but hold on. What did I do there? Leave that there for a second. All right, download. I want this. Now, how do I get it to go on there? Well, shoot. All right, right here, media file. All right, I'm putting something else on our screen, but let me release today for just a second. Comment. I'm just trying to put up my little spiel that I do with, right? No, not that one, this one. Let's see if that works. Yes, it did. Okay, good. So at ChalkCon, I learned how to um, TikTok. Adult kids are gonna laugh because I'm so social media illiterate. So I'm on TikTok. It's the same name as my Facebook. So it's Best Classy Chalking, and it's just all one word, no spaces. I'm on Instagram, Best Classy Chalking, and I've started to upload some videos to both of those, as well as I have a YouTube channel. So this video will be uploaded to YouTube tomorrow, and it's Best Classy Chalking also. Yes, I learned a lot at ChalkCon. I think that every chalker should go to ChalkCon. It is a lot of information. It motivated me so much, and there's a trip that they announced that is Savannah, Georgia, January. And if you reach mentorship status by November 1st ish, you will earn a chance to go. And I want to go really bad. I've never been to Savannah, Georgia. I think that would be awesome. So those are some of my new goals. If you guys know anybody who is interested in being a member of my VIP group, or you're watching this video on the replay, you can comment, add me, and I will add you to my VIP group. There's lots of good sales on bundles of the things and the projects that you can do from home at a cheaper rate than the general public gets. Also, I have the new Club Couture transfer for this month. It came in the mail. So let's see what it is for July, because I have not opened this yet. So if you would like to be a club member, what you'll get in your club envelope once a month is a transfer. Oh, that is so cute. Let's Get Lost. So this is an 8.5 by 11 transfer. You can put it on chalkable surfaces. It can be used multiple times. This is good for at least 12 uses. And if you clean it real well with Lysol wipes and cool water every time you use it, you can use it even more than that. You'll also get 3 chalk paste packs with this. So Storm, which is a gray, and then there's like a bluish and a greenish that you can do blue-green, kind of like I did today, where you blend with your finger, and then you can use the Storm for the globe. stand, and that comes once a month. I believe it's $19.99 for US. And if you're interested in being a club couture, then just comment club in the comments. Also, if you are interested in doing this and this sounds like fun, or you know somebody that would be interested in doing this and they just want to check it out, comment join and I'll send you the info so that you can check it out and see if it's something that you might be interested in doing yourself. It's really easy. You don't have to be artistic. You don't even have to be crafty to do this. If you watch the videos, it looks so easy, and it definitely would be something really fun. I'm addicted to doing it, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a teacher or that I'm an art teacher. It's because it really is fun, and being able to get together with some girls, even if it's two or three, and doing some chalk projects together is really fun. And I put on chalk nights and stuff up here in Michigan. But if you're interested in doing something at home with like three other girlfriends and yourself, let me know. I can always set up a bundle box of everything you need in one box and ship it to you so that you can do a chalk party at your own house wherever you are in the world. Just message me if you're interested on that. But that is my spiel. Let me see what questions I missed. What is that? Yes, it's go jump in the lake. It's the go jump in the lake sign. So whether or not you use it with the what it came with as a hanger, the one that I showed a picture of was pinned to a thing that was stuck in the front flower bed, and then this hung from it like a flag. So it can be used both ways. Now that I've heat set it and it's done in ink, it can go outside or inside and it can be washed. So that answers, I hope, Bobby's question. You've made your lists, Diana. Yeah, I can't wait for Wednesday. It's 11 a.m. Eastern time, but 9 a.m. Central, I believe. Oh, Diana, Saturday. I took screenshots of some of the things on Saturday. That was all about social media and reaching out and getting your list of 100 people and all of that kind of stuff where they kind of help you to branch out. Really good stuff. Oh, so the Club Couture transfer for Canada is $26.99. Thank you for that. Yes, you're addicted as well. Yeah, it is very addictive. And like I said, I had a sick family member. I got through that, and I am back in the saddle now and going strong. This is my first live since December, and I feel really good about it. And I'm completely motivated to take this chalk business into the future for myself and my team. And I'm so super excited about it. So, and I hope you are too. And I hope you enjoyed this live. It was nice to be on and talking with both of you. And if you're watching this replay, you can type in the comments replay so that I know you came on and watched after. That is it for tonight. I thought that turned out pretty successful. I created this brown. I mixed colors to make that brown ore. So it was overall a success. Thank you so much for watching my live. Everybody have a great evening. Stay healthy, stay safe.